Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Growing Up Fish. I'm Jamal. Welcome back to the channel. If you've not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about some of my at-home aquariums and how I've just been able to manage them all. So in this video, we're going to learn just some techniques that I've been able to use that have made my fish happy and that have made them grow and keep their color. Particularly, we're going to talk about my Parrot Cichlids. Parrot Cichlids are hybrid fish, meaning they are crossbred with other South American cichlids, and they have a unique beak-like shaped mouth and really bright colors that I think attracts people to them. So I've had my Parrot Cichlids now for about 5 years, and over the course of these 5 years, I've kind of lost a few, gained a few, lost a few, gained a few, and that's just kind of how it is in the fish world. You know, you get better at taking care of fish as you grow them up, and as you learn more and as you watch more videos like this, you kind of learn a little bit of who they can go into the tank with and who they can't go in the tank with, how many days you can go without cleaning the tank, and how many days you can go without feeding them. So all of that process you'll learn as you become better fish keepers. Now, fish that can live with cichlid parrots are things like plecos, severum cichlids, silver dollars, gouramis, and even rainbow fish. Now, some fish that you might not want to put in the tank with your cichlids are like neon tetras, sometimes even discus, betta fish, and definitely not goldfish. My first tank was like a 35-gallon tank. It was a hexagon tank, and I tried to put everything in that tank. Then I found out that, you know, really the hexagon tanks aren't the best tanks, in my opinion, just because they're more like, you know, up and down, and with most fish, they need, you know, the length of the tank. So I felt like hexagon tanks weren't the best for the species that I wanted to keep. So that's when I moved up to getting my 75 gallons. Yeah, there's two back there. I've got a total of 7 tanks. We've also got betas. We also got goldfish in here. And so you see, like, once you start, the fun don't stop. And that's exactly how my life started, with all of these tanks in my house. But anyway, 5 years later, and they are still here. So some of my most popular fish that are on the channel are my Parrot Cichlids, and I love these guys. They have so much personality, and they really do love life. They really do love each other and love being in groups. So I've tried to always keep them in groups of like maybe 6 or 7. And like I said, I did lose a few in the beginning, but as you become a better fish keeper, you obviously find out how to better keep these fish alive. And it's all going to come down to a couple of things: making sure that your water parameters are right, making sure that the water is clean, that you're doing, you know, constant water cleans and changes and things like that, and that you are feeding these guys, not overfeeding them, and that you're obviously, you know, not overstocking your tank and, you know, putting too many fish in at one time. So those are some of the things that I learned about, you know, just about the fish, and then about the amount of tank space that they need, and then the amount of, you know, gallons that I gave them based on the tank that I chose to buy. So with Parrot Cichlids, obviously these are beautiful, beautiful orange fish, and the way that I keep them like that is by giving them pellets. Now, me personally, I do use the Aquarium Cichlid Gold pellets, and these work wonders. I have a link on how you can order these exact ones below in the description. I do every once in a while kind of put guppies in there, or I will put bloodworms in there, but that's very, very rare. Majority of the time, I'm feeding that to the other fish that are in the tank with them, which are rose lines. We have a convict cichlid in there as well, and we also have some Danios. And so those fish probably eat more of, you know, those types of meals when I do put them in the tank. But the parrots, they love, love, love. They love anything that floats on the water. So if you have any questions about what to feed your parrot, we have a video here that you can click on. That'll go over all of that. And really the best thing that's going to keep your fish happy is you keeping the water clean. You know, you keeping the maintenance up on the tank up, and really, you know, ensuring that the water's clean, ensuring that you're feeding them, not overfeeding them, and that you're paying attention to make sure that they don't get ick, or they're not sick, or the water's too cold, or one of your heaters has gone out, because that can be extremely bad for your fish. Now, parrot cichlids love their water warm. They are tropical fish after all, so they do like their temperature between 76 and 80 degrees. I push mine up even to 83 degrees Fahrenheit. And normally they like for you to maintain their pH levels around 6.5 to 7.5. Filtration is going to be important as well in your fish keeping journey. You want to make sure that you have the right filtration, and they can filter the amount of gallons on your tank that you need in order for the tank to be fully cycled. And we are going to talk about that in another video, so stay tuned to that video about filtration. And also, we are going to be talking about specifically these plants and how I do get them to grow. So be on the lookout for those type of videos, okay? Also, if you want to know anything that I haven't talked about in any of these videos, go ahead and comment below and let me know what are some things that you do want me to hit on. Like I said, I do have 7 tanks in here, so I've got a week of experience that I'm so willing to share with you. All right, so other fish that I do have in my aquariums are, I have a Pahaka puffer, I have my Amazon puffers, I have my figure 8s, and I also have my green spider puffers. I also have goldfish, and I have a beta, and then I have a community tank with a number of fish in there, including white skirts. I have some gobies, I have some roseline sharks in there. And that has been my journey over the last 5 years to keep these fish alive. And so far, so good. I will say so myself. There are just so many things out there that we can learn from one another. And, you know, that kind of brought me to the whole reason of creating this YouTube page, was because I eventually wanted to just share my experience for anybody who may have questions about, you know, should I get an aquarium for my home, or, you know, should I just stay going to the zoo or the aquarium to see the animals? But ultimately, this has been a great experience for me. It's really brought me happiness. And now, you know, it's bringing me a community of people out there who I didn't even know was out there before. So it's because of you that I'm going to continue to be in this fish keeping hobby. So I do ask that you support me, support the channel, and comment below. But hey, either way, the fish keeping hobby is one that I don't think is going anywhere anytime soon. So if you learned something from this video, why not consider subscribing? You can do that here, you can do that here, or you can do that here. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I'm Jamal. You've been watching another episode of Growing Up Fish. We'll see you soon.